Hey guys, today I'm back with another Elantra video, but this time I want to take a look at the 2023 Hyundai Elantra Limited Hybrid. Now, despite a modest $400 price increase for the 23 model year, it does surpass the $30,000 mark. So I want to take a look at whether this remains a strong value or whether it's simply too expensive for what you get. So the Limited Hybrid is based off the regular Elantra Limited, however has a few key changes. Now, the first major one has to do with the driving dynamics and suspension setup. Now, all Elantra Hybrids get the multi-link rear suspension, which is shared with the N-Line as well as the N versions of the Elantra. Now, this should give the Elantra a little bit more of a sporty driving dynamic and also should be a little bit more compliant over rough roads. Now, will the average person tell the difference between the torsion beam rear suspension and the multi-link rear suspension? Maybe, maybe not, but it is a notable upgrade. Now, the next two features are fairly small, however they are exclusive to the Limited Hybrid, and those are the integrated memory seating for the driver's seat as well as the ventilated front seats. So the memory seats may only be a real advantage if you have multiple drivers driving the same vehicle over a longer period of time. However, it's always nice to have your seating position saved just in case it gets moved at a service appointment, or if you have somebody temporarily borrowing it, it's just nice to have it saved just in case it gets moved. And as far as the ventilated seats go, well, we all know how handy those are with leather seats on a 90+ degree day. So you might be wondering what the price premium is for the Hybrid Limited over the regular Elantra Limited, and that number is $2,650. So you might be questioning the value proposition of the Hybrid Limited over, say, the regular Limited, but don't worry, we're not done with the added benefits quite yet. So I just want to give you guys a quick walk-around tour of this particular Hybrid before we dive into that last added benefit, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably figured it out by now. But the car in front of us is a ceramic white with the gray leather interior. Now, this is a pretty interesting color combination. Now, we haven't had a ton of these hybrids come in. However, this is the first one I have seen with a white on gray color combination. But starting here at the front, you do have the full LED headlights with LED daytime running lights. Incandescent turn signals still located in the grille, but you have the premium upgraded chrome grille here. It's kind of a darkened chrome that you get on the regular Limited as well. Coming over to the wheels and tires, these are your 17-inch wheels. I believe these are shared with the SEL Premium package, the SEL Convenience package, as well as the Limited, depending on the model year. These are Hankook Kinergy GT tires, 225/45/17s. You have your body color mirrors with the LED integrated turn signals. Hyundai digital key is present on this vehicle on both the front door handles. The Elantra design has grown on me over the years. I think this one is better than the 1920 refresh that a lot of people didn't like with all those triangles and everything like that. So coming to the back, we do have our partial LED taillights with incandescent turn signals as well as reverse lights. It does have the LED strip that runs across the entire vehicle. Looks very sharp at night when the lights are on. And that premium darkened chrome continues here at the back as well. No visible exhaust tips or anything like that. Do have the backup camera right above the Hyundai logo, as well as your trunk release and the rear parking sensors, as well as your hybrid badge here on the right side. Do get the sunroof, of course, on all the Limited trim levels. Let me know what you guys think of the Elantra and the design language. I do kind of like this, although I'm not a huge fan of the darkened chrome. It's kind of a lot here on the corner of the bumper. And a lot of people have found the Hyundai logo on the front bumper to be abnormally large, and I have to agree with them. I think they made that one size too big, but it's not a deal breaker for a lot of people, obviously. So let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. You do have your blind spot monitoring in the front mirrors. This is where this car gets a little bit interesting to me, because you'll find the exclusive features for the Hybrid Limited, as well as some of the materials are a little bit different, I do believe, on the Hybrid Limited. So here on the door panel, we do have our hard touch black plastics up top. We have this nice cloth with some stitching running across the upper side of the door panel. The gray soft touch plastics here on the armrest. Silver door handle, as well as your silver speaker surround, as well as your memory seats, which again are exclusive to the Hybrid Limited as of now. Power windows, mirrors, and locks. Your Bose premium audio system. Overall, the color combination on the door looks great. It definitely breaks it up, and it's not all one color. Moving to the driver's seat, here is your power driver's seat with power lumbar. Again, this is the gray leather interior. And overall, the two-tone look on the interior is very nice. Go ahead and start it up. And being the hybrid, there's not much to hear on startup. So on the inside here, you'll find the digital 10.25-inch digital cluster, as well as the 10.25-inch navigation system. This is overall the top of the line Elantra, so this is the most technologically equipped you can find. Leather wrapped steering wheel with your lane following assist, your adaptive cruise control, as well as your audio and other controls for the infotainment system. Here on the left side, you'll find your gauge illumination, your lane keeping assist, your traction control, as well as the 12-volt battery reset button, which is fairly unique to Hyundai's, I do believe here, as most EVs don't have that readily available. Automatic headlights with automatic high beam assist. No rain sensing wipers. Now if you guys want a full video tour of the 10.25-inch navigation system, I do have that on the channel, so make sure to check that out if you are curious what you can do on the system. Here are all your hard touch buttons, as I covered in the last Elantra video. I like the layout overall of this section and like that they've kept the physical buttons rather than the touchscreen buttons, you know, found in something like the Tucson. You do have your dual zone automatic climate control, heated, as well as your ventilated seats, which again are exclusive to the Hybrid Limited. A big reason to me why you should get the Hybrid Limited, but we'll go over that later in this video. Hyundai wireless charging with your digital key. Drive modes. You have normal, sport, and smart. Take a look at the rear backup camera. Electronic parking brake with auto hold. Your gray leather shift knob. Now this might get a little bit dirty over time. Depends on how dirty your hands are, I guess. Again, a lot of these materials are the same between the car I just covered a couple weeks ago. But this is the other interior with the leather. So hopefully this gives you guys an idea. Here's the key fob. Does have remote start on the key fob. Has your illumination up here. Auto dimming rear view mirror. No garage home link. I think that is an accessory you can get. Interior illumination, blue link. Does not have LED interior lights, which is a little bit of a bummer. Here's your power sunroof. Just a standard sunroof size. And your gray headliner. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back seat. Now the back seat I found on most Elantras is where the materials on the door panels and stuff do not follow through. So this is all hard touch black plastics. The only soft touch area on the door panels is cloth section, which again does look very nice, but there's no stitching or anything like that like the front. You do have your silver door handle still. Rear seat legroom is massive. Now this does have 60-40 split folding seats because this is the upgraded seat back design. There's your armrest. No rear seat vents or anything like that. Only one net on the passenger seat. But this is where I find the material choices to be very good. I mean, look at these seat backs. I mean, you have the gray cloth that you find on the door panels lining the back. And overall, it just looks really good. I'm not sure if the black interior has a similar accent or not. But here on this gray, it looks amazing. And it definitely gives it a very premium look overall. So I definitely like that here on the Limited Hybrid. Take a look at the trunk. Trunk space is going to be very similar to the regular car, if not identical. The rear battery is under the rear seat in the Hybrid, and I don't believe it impacts trunk space at all. Now you're not going to find dual power seats, in the Elantras. This is just a standard 4-way passenger seat, so it's not even a height adjustable seat. So here's where the Elantra Hybrid differs quite a bit from the regular Elantra. This is the 1.6 liter naturally aspirated GDI gas engine. You have your high voltage wiring right there. This has a 1.32 kilowatt hour battery and I believe a 32 kilowatt electric motor for a total combined output of 139 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. So this is a very peppy Elantra compared to the standard one, which is just an added benefit compared to the 2-liter found in the regular gas Elantra. So now if you're watching this video, you probably know what the last major benefit of the Elantra Hybrid is over, say, the standard Elantra Limited, and that has to do with the gas mileage. So I did some theoretical savings in gas costs compared to the regular Elantra Limited based on the combined MPG that both these cars get. And that does show up in the total cost of gas over 10 or 15,000 miles a year. So using 10,000 miles driven annually at $4.50 a gallon, that'll cost you $1,323 at 34 mpg combined, and at 50 mpg combined, that'll cost you about $900. And at that same mileage driven at $3 a gallon, at 34 mpg combined, that's $882, and at 50 mpg combined, that's about $600 a year, which is a savings of roughly $282. So I also did this math at 15,000 miles a year, so go ahead and check that out on the screen. But you can see at $4.50 a gallon, that's a savings of $635, and at $3 a gallon, it's a savings of about $423 a year. So now with all that information in mind, hopefully you understand the value proposition that I'm kind of hinting at in this video, and that is, why would you get the regular Elantra Limited when you could get the Hybrid Limited for just that $2,600 more? Now in terms of the warranty that you get with the hybrid system here in the Elantra, of course you get the standard 5-year 60,000 mile new car warranty, you get the 10-year 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, but you also get the 10-year 100,000 mile hybrid powertrain warranty, which is transferable to subsequent owners. So if you're a second or third owner of this vehicle, you still get that 10-year 100,000 mile hybrid warranty that covers the battery and the electric motor and some of the other hybrid components in this vehicle. So say you buy this car and you save anywhere between $250 to $600 or more in annual fuel costs, depending on how much you drive and the cost of gas. So say you buy this car and you drive about 15,000 miles a year and you're saving about $600 in gas. That's a little bit of an extreme example that would assume gas prices are, over $4 a gallon. So if everything holds true over that period of time, you would recoup that $2,600 difference in about 4.5 years. Now this is a pretty good example because this would put you at 67,000 miles or so, and that would be over the 5-year 60,000 mile new car warranty, but you're already 4.5 years into the warranty anyway, so you're only about 6 months off of optimizing that entire 5-year period on the new car warranty. So then when you start to combine this with the driving dynamics of the hybrid, the rear multi-link suspension, the more powerful 195 foot-pounds of torque, the 6-speed dual clutch transmission that has normal shift points, it's not like a CVT or anything like that. It really shows the value aspect of the Limited Hybrid. To me, I really don't know why you would buy the regular Limited when you could get the Hybrid Limited with all this added benefit for just that $2,600 difference. Now I realize $2,600 is nearly 10% of the overall cost difference, but again, I really think between the fuel savings, the ventilated front seats, the integrated memory system, and the driving dynamics, that this car is truly worth that cost difference. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video and got the ideas that I was explaining in this video. I know it's kind of dependent on the math, with all those gas prices and everything like that, but I really do think the Elantra Limited Hybrid is the way to go versus the regular Elantra Limited. So if you did enjoy watching or just found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It greatly helps out the channel. If you guys are new, please consider subscribing and checking out some of the content that is currently available. I have other videos on the Elantra, as well as 2023 model year change videos and a bunch of other stuff automotive related. So go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. Now, if you happen to own an Elantra Hybrid, let me know your thought process and what you did in buying it. Why did you choose the hybrid versus the regular gas models? Was it only MPG related, or were there other aspects like the ventilated front seats and stuff like that? Leave that all down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. So with all that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next video.